RaeAlityCheck.
Are you kidding me? Seriously? Really? This is going on right now. Why?
Hey guys, welcome to episode 5 of Race Recaps from RaeAlityCheck. The theme of episode 5,
the Snatch game.
Okay, so the first mini challenge is called Beat the Cock, and the girls have to participate in a series of carnival-style games to, what the hell is the point of that?
I think it was just RuPaul doing RuPaul's punny RuPaulishness.
Oh, that's what it was, the phone call.
Phone call,
they
right,
won the
right,
phone
right.
call home, and then Fifi gave it to Chad, which was very sweet.
What's her angle? I don't know. She does these things that are really sweet, and then she's a total bitch. I'm wondering which side is the real Fifi and which is the made-for-TV Fifi. I don't know. So the queens can lay eggs and throw rings on stuffed roosters, and something else that we really don't care about. So let's move on. So there was actually a lot of interesting stuff that happened in the dressing room. Frickin' broken record, Fifi O'Hara. I don't know what Sharon Needles is doing here because she has no talent. She has no... This coming from the person, the only really notable thing that she's done this season is lay 3 eggs. Fifi has just caused drama.
I like how Chad has said several times throughout this series, oh, Cher doesn't do this okay thing, and then RuPaul does it to Chad. Find me one clip where Cher does that damn move.
Oh. Kenya Michaels, they were kind of getting on her, like, I thought you were going to be in the bottom last episode, and she was like, because I looked really good on the runway, and it's not what you say, it's what you do. And like, what has she done? That's it.
So the second moment we've all been waiting for in the series is when the queens play the Snatch game, because it's usually one of the most hilarious episodes of the season.
Usually.
Guest judges this Snatch game, Ross Matthews and the ever-amazing Loretta Devine.
None of them were really evoking the essence of the person they were trying to portray, except for Chad Michaels, who did amazing.
And Sharon Needles.
She did a really great job, and she was one of the few that actually did do a good job, but, I mean, Chad Michaels really blew it out of the water for me.
Not everyone is bringing their A game, like a lot of the characters were just off somehow. But it was still funny, come on.
Diana Ross is a diva. She is like the original diva. And there were totally ways that could have been made funny. And her makeup was done weird, she was really boring, and she totally deserved to be in the bottom in my opinion.
There's just kind of this disparity among the queens, and it's how much effort they put into their look. Dita Ritz does not put any effort into her look. Busted wig, plain t-shirt, simple makeup. Every freaking time, and she's still on the show.
Jiggly as Snooki.
Boring,
and I'm with Latrice. It all went so downhill, so inappropriate, so unprofessional.
Being a drag queen, there's no excuse to not have the biggest damn poof you've ever seen. I mean, it was a sloppy tank top. I don't even think she's wearing a bra. Ugh.
And Kenya Michaels, one thing that Beyonce really evokes is class. What the hell was Kenya Michaels thinking, doing whatever the hell she was doing? Just because you do this doesn't mean that you're Beyonce. Horrible. Also deserve to be in the bottom.
The point is that Kenya missed so many funny things. They all missed so many funny things about the characters.
They all
just didn't get it.
Yeah, they just really missed the mark, and it was just really disappointing, and I'm just really sad.
The dumbest part was Aftermath, when Jiggly's like, I was with my character and I went with it and it went out of control. like the poof was possessing her or something. And now it's time for the runway.
Michelle Visage said that Milan reminded her of Sammy Davis Jr. And yeah, pretty much. I don't know what she was thinking.
Especially once you find out that the task for the runway was to put together your best drag outfit.
And that's the best thing you could come up with. They criticize Willem because they're like, oh, we don't really know who you are, you're just putting on this facade and you're just acting for us. And then like on cue, Willem's like, it's such a shame that one of you's gonna have to go home so that I can win. I didn't like that whole thing. And then did you notice that RuPaul totally chewed out Fifi?
Yeah, I did notice that, and I think that Fifi deserved it because she talks a lot of talk and still hasn't really walked the walk.
Yeah, she was really stern. It was kind of like the top model Tyra moment.
We were all rooting for you, Tiffany.
Yeah, it reminded me of that a little bit. I feel like there's such a disconnect, there's such a gap in the level of queens that we have here. You have the experienced people. Latrice and Chad Michaels are perfect examples of that. I would say Sharon Needles maybe would even be in that category too, where they've kind of established themselves, they know who they are, and they're gonna win as themselves. And then you have everybody else who just is so full of themselves. I'm really done with all their little pettiness.
It sounds like you've picked a top 3 though.
I think I might have, now that I think about it. So, cool.
But do you know why I love this season?
Sharon Needles.
I think that Jiggly should have been in the bottom 2, not Kenya. Because Kenya pulls it out on the runway. I've never saw Kenya as any kind of force to be reckoned with, and I feel like she doesn't really belong here. I think that she's just stuck on pretty. How good was the lip sync this week? It was like a Broadway show. I couldn't stop watching. Like, at first I was a little weirded out, but then they started dancing in sync. They both dropped down at the same time. They were doing that whole, like, I don't even know, like that Charleston thing where they're like da 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 da, you know, and it was so entertaining. All right, crew, thanks for watching Reality Check. Tune in next week where I don't even know what they're gonna do. What's going on? I don't know what's gonna happen now that Kenya's gone.
I don't know what's gonna happen either, but I'm gonna be watching, and you should come back and watch us. Oh my god, I just totally pulled that out of my ass.
It's the generation.
You have hair on your chin.
Well, yeah, it's called scruff.
It was my hair on your chin. Sorry.
It's all the difference.